What's going on, you guys? My name is Matt from Ghosthack, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a DNB Reese from scratch in Harmor. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So first thing we're going to do is set this to default. Make sure that's set to default. And then we are going to drop our pitch down -2400 cents or 2 octaves. So now it's just a low sawtooth. And then the next thing we're going to want to do is bring our voices of unison up to 3. We're already sort of getting a Reese. Next thing we're going to want to do is bring this detune up a little bit. Another cool thing in Harmor is if you want a visual representation of what your sound is looking like, you could double click on this. So we're already sort of getting the Reese sound, but we're going to go ahead and mess with some other knobs here, get it a little more unique sounding. So next thing we're going to want to do is go over to our harmonizer, and we're going to bring this up to around about 68%. And then our width we can keep around about 28%, and then we'll bring strength down just a little bit. Next thing we're going to want to do is bring this up to 5. Bring that up to 5. We'll bring this up to 3. You can also right click and randomize. You just get different sounds just randomizing it. The harmonizer is really fun. We're going to jump back to that later. Let's jump over to our phaser. We're going to bring our mix all the way up. Bring our width down to around about 22%. We'll leave our stereo or phaser offset to 180 for now, which is just the default. And the speed, we'll just keep it on still, which is static, which means the phaser is not moving at all. So we're going to beef this guy up a little bit. Let's head over to our effects section. Let's go ahead and throw on some log distortion. We could also do chorus. There's all these different chorus modes. Vibration, I think, is the coolest for Reese's because it already has a sort of Reese-y sort of sound to it. That's cool, that's cool. Go ahead and throw some compression on this guy. We'll bring our low compression band up a little bit, our mid. It's sounding good, it's sounding good. That's basically a Reese in Harmor, guys. It's pretty simple to make. Making them unique is fun in Harmor because you can go in and tweak everything. So you can right click on these knobs in here, go to Edit Articulator, and then click this to turn it on. And then essentially you could just draw shapes. You can see how much it changes too if you drag it out. So if you hold your right click on your mouse and you go like that. And again, we have a visual representation of what's going on. So if we tighten this up even more. So you see when I click that G note, it's taking a second to get to touch G. It's just taking a second to get up there. And the longer you drag it out, the longer essentially it's going to take to get fully sitting on G. keep it there for now. What I really like to mess with in Harmor as well, so there's an advanced tab over here, and you can change the order in which some of this stuff goes. So for this sample, we just use, or for this preset, we just essentially use the harmonizer and the phaser. So you can change the order of those. And then we can go in and change the modes as well. So you're like, oh, I'm not digging classic too much. Let's try deep. And then you could go in and edit that articulator too. So you could draw some shapes. And then the more you bring this up, it essentially starts to smear here. So we're going to go ahead and turn this off just for the sake of this, but it is really, really fun because you do get a lot of different sort of respaces just messing with the phaser. The phaser is huge. And then with the offset, so it's really fun to like draw those notes in like into MIDI and then just like automate all those knobs. It's really, really fun, especially with the harmonizer, with the combination of the phaser, the width, the offset. There's just endless possibilities when it comes to respaces in Harmor. A lot of stuff in Harmor you can do that you can't do in other synthesizers because Harmor's an additive synthesizer. Meanwhile, Serum and like Citrus, stuff like that, those are subtractive because there's not really a lot of FMing involved with Harmor since it is an additive synthesizer. You can't do FM from B type stuff. So yeah, that is how you guys make a DNB Reese from scratch in Harmor. I will go ahead and drop a download in the description below. If you guys like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys are informed when we drop more sound design videos like these. Alrighty, thank you so much.